Rich people can spend lavishly, or appear to, because they have cash flow assets that support their lifestyle. They buy assets first, then spend, and there really is no limit when you're in that situation. Poor people spend first and hope there's money left to invest. Buy, then spend versus spend, then buy. And by buy, I mean buying assets. That's the core difference between the rich and the poor. The wealthy might drive a Bentley or live in a beach house, but those luxuries are paid for by income-producing assets, not from draining savings. If your rent checks, dividends, or royalties cover your lifestyle, you can buy what you want and still sleep at night. Poor retirees do the opposite. They spend, then they worry. Rich retirees invest and then enjoy. So today, we're breaking down the 15 things rich retirees don't waste money on, but poor retirees do. These are the traps that keep people broke and the habits that keep the wealthy free. Number one, big expensive homes that don't pay you. Poor retirees keep too much equity locked in homes and don't produce income. Rich retirees downsize or move that equity into cash flowing properties or investments. If it doesn't pay you, it owns you. Wealthy retirees understand, I don't live in my wealth, I live off of it. Number two, brand new cars, right? Most new cars lose thousands the moment you drive off the lot. Poor retirees buy them in cash, thinking they're avoiding debt, which sounds great, but they're really destroying capital. Rich retirees buy used, lease through their business, or they have their assets pay for it, in which case then it doesn't matter what you're paying for it and how much you lose. Number three, idle bank balances. Poor retirees park cash in checking or savings earning less than 1%. Rich retirees put every dollar to work. It's their soldiers, whether it's in money markets, short-term treasuries, or bond ladders yielding 5-6%, your cash should have a job even in your retirement. Number four, consumer debt. Poor retirees rely on credit cards or reverse mortgages to get by. Rich retirees build passive income streams that cover expenses automatically. If you're still paying for the past, your future will never compound. Number five, vacation homes and timeshares. Timeshares promise vacations for life, but deliver fees forever. Vacation homes sound romantic until you realize they sit empty 90% of the time of each year, and they bleed money. Rich retirees rent where they play and invest where they earn. Remember that. Rent where they play, invest where they earn. Under 3% return on equity, sell it or 1031 exchange it. Get it into something that's getting me a better return. Number six, gambling and speculation. Poor retirees chase meme stocks, crypto hype, and hot tips. Rich retirees stick to the math. Predictable, boring, consistent returns. If it sounds exciting, it's probably not investing, it's entertainment, or worst, it's gambling. Number seven, complex annuities and insurance pitches. Rich retirees understand that complexity hides fees. Many indexed or variable annuities have surrender charges, riders, and phantom income bases that sound good but limit growth. If you want a guaranteed income, there are better options, including things like covered calls, dividend investing, and lower cost indexes like bond ETFs, tax-free munis, to name a few. Keep control, keep liquidity. Number eight, whole life insurance as a retirement plan. Whole life can have its place, IUL, same thing, but selling it as a retirement tool, that's a trap. Cash value builds slowly, returns can lag, and premiums drain your cash flow. The rich use term life for protection and permanent insurance for planning, not for their living expenses. Estate planning liquidity needed, be your own bank for your own investments, hedge against illness or disability, whole life or IULs work, but it's not an investment. Number nine, high fee mutual funds and active managers. Poor retirees fall for the promise of expert management, especially from brokers. But Morningstar data shows low-cost index funds beat Most active managers long-term over and over again, including the SPIVA analysis, it's like over 15 years, 90% underperform the basic markets. A 1% fee on $1 million is like $10,000 a year. That's a vacation you could take for free. That's not to say the rich don't use money managers, but it is to say they're very good at using fiduciaries versus getting used by non-fiduciaries. Number 10, big ticket toys that don't earn, whether it's boats, RVs, ATVs, fun toys that often become storage bills. Rich retirees enjoy luxury when it's paid for by their assets. They don't want to have just withdrawals though. If it's not cash flowing, it's not part of your investment plan. And for a lot of folks, it's part of the problem that's holding you back. Number 11, rentals with weak yields. Rich retirees track yield. If net cash flow over equity is under 3%, it's dead money. They 1031 into better performing properties, they hire better management or redeploy into REITs or dividend ETFs. They own assets that pay them, not jobs disguised as investments. 12, structured notes and buffered products. If it takes a 30-page brochure to explain how you'll get paid, it's not an investment. It's a fee machine for somebody else. Rich retirees skip opaque products and prefer clarity and control. If you can't explain how you earn, exit, or what you risk in 60 seconds, skip it. 13, junk bonds and high yield traps. That 8% yield sounds nice until the bond drops 20%. Rich retirees understand bonds protect the plan. They're not for chasing yield. They stick with investment grade products for liquidity and stability. Anytime you hear 15% guaranteed return, think Bernie Madoff's, think Ponzi and run. 14, private deals they don't understand. Some poor retirees jump into can't miss syndications or private funds they can't exit even though they do not even qualify for as an accredited investor. Rich retirees only invest where they have edge, control, and liquidity, and more importantly, can afford to lose the money. If you have to ask 7 times when you're going to get your money back, you already know the answer about investing in that great deal. Number 15, retiring from purpose. Poor retirees oftentimes think retirement means you stop working. Rich retirees think retirement means you stop working for money. Very different. They mentor, volunteer, invest, and give because purpose pays dividends that money cannot. Now, here's some great rich people tips as a bonus. Let me explain. First one is the 60-second napkin test. Before buying any investment or product, rich retirees use this napkin test as a kind of a litmus test. How do I get paid? Just write this on the back of a napkin. Dividends, interest, or sale. Be very specific. What are my all-in costs? No guesses, like a real number. When can I exit and at what price? Tomorrow? 10 years from now? And what's the worst case? Who gets paid first? If you can't answer those 4 questions in under a minute, your money doesn't belong there. Think Warren Buffett. If it's too complex, pass. You might miss the beginning of something like a Bitcoin, but I think Buffett's done okay. The philosophy, keep it simple, keep control, keep costs down. Every trap we've covered adds frictions, fees, lockups, and complexity that quietly erode wealth. The rich retire wealthy because they focus on cash flow, control, and compounding, the 3 C's. Poor retirees spend first, then invest. Rich retirees invest first, then spend. That's the difference between stress and freedom. So here's the challenge. Take 20 minutes this week. List every account, product, or asset that you own. Circle anything that you can't explain in 60 seconds. That's your cleanup list. Do that and you'll sleep better, live better, and retire the way you imagined, with freedom, not friction. And by the way, if you want to learn how to build those cash flow assets, the wealth you live on, check out my free Infinity Investing training. You better yet, type free book in the comments. and I'll send you a copy of my Amazon best-selling and Global Book Award gold medal award-winning book, Infinity Investing. I'll show you how to turn your income into assets that pay you so your money never retires before you do. Click that link below or just type free book in the comments, because real wealth isn't about quitting work. It's about owning your own time. One word: freedom.